Hey guys, Jesse here, and welcome back to my Star Wars Rebels reaction series. Today we're going to be moving on to Season 3, Episode 5. So on the last episode, we had Wedge Antilles. So yes, Sabine went undercover on an Empire base to try to extract some Empire pilots who wanted to deflect to the rebellion, one of which was Wedge Antilles. So yeah, the episode was just basically about how Wedge ended up becoming part of the rebellion. I like that because I like Wedge Antilles. He's one of those kind of minor Star Wars characters that people seem to have really, latched onto, and he shows up in a lot of, extended Star Wars material. Even though he doesn't really have any screen time in the original trilogy. Yeah, he has stuff to do, and he is, in fact, there, but I feel like the general public, when watching those movies, will not remember Wedge Antilles at all. I do like him as a character. I actually kind of want to see more of his personality. He's shown up a couple times in some of the Star Wars books I've read, but I haven't really seen a lot of, his personality other than Rebel Pilot. Yeah, the only other big thing that I can remember from the episode is the fact that we were introduced to a new Fulcrum agent. But yeah, whoever this Fulcrum is seems to have insider Empire information, meaning they're probably an Imperial. I mean, there's a reason why this Fulcrum agent hasn't given their name or their face and is using, a voice modulator. And, obviously there's, an in-canon reason for that. But from, a storytelling perspective, it mostly means that, that's a character we've probably seen before or will see later on. Because they're trying to keep whoever this character is a mystery. My working theory right now is that it's Kallus, just because he is a member of the Empire that we've kind of seen a lot of, and also seen that he's kind of become disillusioned a little bit, maybe, with the Empire. Also, during the episode, he, let them go. So, also the voice kind of sounded like Kallus. Though it's hard to tell, really, because every member of the Empire has a posh British accent, so it's it could legitimately be, anyone in the Empire. But yeah, that was the two major things that happened in the episode. We got Antilles and Fulcrum, both of which are just kind of the beginnings of those storylines. I'm excited to see Antilles going forward, and I'm excited to figure out who this Fulcrum agent is. So let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Oh, we're back on Ryloth then. Because that looks like Hera's dad and, Numa?
How did they find us?
The Empire is getting better at anticipating our moves.
This will slow them down. Yeah.
The Empire or just Thrawn? Yeah, your speeders don't fight, do they?
Father, don't worry, we're closing in on your position.
Hera, is that you? Good timing. We are running out of room.
No, it's another random woman who calls you father. Who else would it be, dude?
Hera, how did you plan on getting us on board?
I'm lowering the front ramp. Just jump on.
With the blurgs?
Yep, blurgs are welcome too.
Oh, that's gonna stink up the entire place. Florgs can't be good. Oh, that's a bad idea.
You didn't think that through, did you?
Nope.
Hey, kid, you got this outfit? Nope. The kid wants your helmet. Sorry.
Aw. Aw, that's kind of sweet. Look at Zeb. Think about Ezra. Though it might just be an excuse to punch an Imperial.
I'm afraid I couldn't save anything when I escaped.
Not even the Kalikori?
What's a Kalikori?
A totem passed down the line of a Twi'lek family. It honors all who have come before.
Each parent adds to the artwork to include themselves in the legacy.
Family history is living art.
Hera would have inherited our family's Kalikori.
And I still will. That heirloom was important to my mother, and I'm not ready to give it up yet.
Gobi, Numa, and I are coming with you.
We'll help too.
This wasn't meant to be a personal mission. I can't let you take this risk with me.
You do it for us. Because we owe you. Getting you in unnoticed won't be easy.
They might notice her, but they won't recognize me.
It's really easy to apparently steal the Empire's shit. Outfits, ships. Like, how many TIE fighters have they stolen at this point?
Patrol.
Oh, rest in peace, dudes. Huh. Yeah.
Hold it there. Where did you find her?
I caught this rebel on patrol.
Let me go, you blur dropping.
Take the prisoner inside for processing. The transport will come pick her up later.
I like seeing Hera with a French accent, or I guess Twilight accent.
There's Chopper. Chopper? Chop!
What's with him?
That Y-Wing crashed here back in the Clone War. My father left it as a memorial. It also happens to be the ship I pulled Chopper out of, so he still has issues with it. He'll be along.
Chopper has PTSD? Droids can have mental illness? Oh, God.
This way.
I mean, we probably already knew that. C-3PO clearly has anxiety.
Is that your mother?
Yes, it is. I'll give you one guess who the little girl beside her is. Here it is!
Well, that was easy.
We're not out of this yet.
That wasn't what I was picturing, but I guess it makes sense. You have to be able to easily, like, put on new pieces.
No one in or out.
Yeah.
Well, I have increased security per your orders, Grand Admiral, but I don't understand why. The rebel activity is far from here.
Do they not have peripheral vision? Are they like Skyrim NPCs?
Closer than you think, Captain.
Okay, so one person has peripheral vision. They haven't met Thrawn yet. I just realized that. They have no idea who he is. I have a feeling they're about to.
I've never seen so many Gudgers down here before.
No peripheral vision whatsoever.
I think we finally lost him. Nobody knows this land as well as we do.
Well, someone might.
Looks like they're learning fast.
But it makes sense that Thrawn's here because obviously some random Imperial isn't suddenly going to get, like, actually good at his job. Obviously. You have to bring in someone actually competent. Oh.
That won't hold them off for long.
It'll hold a couple of them off. They ain't getting up anytime soon. Never mind.
Got to help her.
We will. Come on.
You go first. I'll keep you covered.
Maybe make sure the elevator's empty.
Out of the way, servant.
Just a moment.
No.
Bring her here.
No.
May I see that? I'm a visitor to your world.
Oh, he likes art,
Personally,
doesn't he?
It might be beneficial to hear what you have to say about our imperial occupation.
I don't think I could be of any help to you.
No, I disagree. Bring her to your office for questioning.
Oh, he knows, doesn't he? Like, he's definitely, like, looked at Sham's, like, office. He's seen the picture.
She's far more valuable than you realize.
How do you mean?
To defeat an enemy, you must know them. Not simply their battle tactics, but their history, philosophy, art.
He knows.
So I will ask you.
Well, she stole it.
Yes, but why? War. It's all you ever known, isn't it? You were so young when you survived the Clone War. No wonder you're as equipped in spirit to fight as well as you do. War is...
What is this music?
in your blood. I study the art of war, work to perfect it. But you were forged by it.
Sir, she's just a peasant.
It doesn't matter where we come from, Admiral. Our will to be free is what's going to beat you.
You dare!
Slavin, please. You embarrass me in front of our host.
Host? What?
May I introduce Hera Syndulla, rebel pilot, freedom fighter, and military leader. Daughter of your nemesis, Cham Syndulla.
Oh. Oh. Oh, you creepy bastard. I have, like, full body chills right now.
Did you know?
Oh.
Because
Oh, he's awful.
My family legacy belongs to us alone. It is not for some collector's curiosity.
What did you say?
forgive him. I thank you for your hospitality. Have the Calicori transported to my ship.
We should just destroy that piece of Twi'lek trash.
Oh, he's not. Oh. Did he just growl?
My apologies, Captain Slavin. I forgot not everyone is able to appreciate art as I do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm conducting an experiment that requires my attendance. I leave it to your command to
Experiment?
finish the
Oh
job,
no, what
and
does that
so
mean?
I shall.
I wonder though, because Thrawn, from what I know, collects art. Does he have like just a museum up in his ship of just different art pieces from wherever he's been?
You'll face my blaster squad unless you surrender to me. You can't. You're too important.
And my daughter is not important?
Also, the thing
I will
is,
trade my life for hers.
you'll just trade your
She
life
will
and
leave
they'll
me.
keep them.
Captain Slavin, I will
You
surrender.
can't trust an imp.
But what assurance will you give me that my daughter and the boy will be released?
Only that if you do not arrive for the exchange by sundown, they will both be terminated.
I put you and everyone else in danger for a personal mission.
But we wanted to help because it was important to you.
But we weren't ready for that, Admiral. I should have known better.
Oh, back up. Oh. Yep.
We're going to go through with this exchange, but on my terms. Chopper, I want you to raid the Imperial Armory and get as many explosives as you can.
Oh, you're gonna trust Chopper
You're gonna
with
blow up your house?
explosives?
My home is my crew and family.
I mean, Chopper's going to be certainly happy about the ability to, you know, blow up an entire house, mansion. That's a lot of explosives. That's a lot of explosives for Chopper to have. Oh no.
We'll make a simultaneous exchange. Start walking.
I mean, I feel like Hera is more important than Cham, but I guess if you're on Ryloth, Cham is the big player there. Oh, he is just giggling.
Droid, what are you doing?
Chopper!
Rip. He doesn't seem surprised. Is this the experiment? Just seeing what you would do?
Stop them!
Oh, that's a bad time to do that. Yep. No one knows how to fight a Jedi.
We are in range, sir.
Hold your fire. They've earned their victory today.
The rebels are getting away!
Oh, not to worry, Captain. I've found this whole experience to be very enlightening.
Yep, that was the experiment. Oh god, but what does that mean?
I'm sorry about the Kalikori, Hera.
I thought I needed it to keep my mother's memory alive, but I have you. I have my father, and I'm surrounded by my family every day.
Duh.
As long as we hold on to that,
Gross.
she'll live on.
So cheesy. But that's the kind of sentimental bullshit I love. So that was my reaction to season 3, episode 5 of Star Wars Rebels, Hera's Heroes. As much as I'm always happy to get a Hera-centric episode, I don't think we really learned anything new about her in this episode. I'm pretty sure we already knew that her mom was dead. I mean, we got to see a little bit more about, like, Twilight culture and, you know, their importance of keeping a family lineage and, like, passing down this piece of art from family member to family member over the course of generations, which is nice, but, like, as much as this episode was really focusing on Hera, I think we learned more about Thrawn than we did Hera in this episode. The thing is, I kind of assumed that they knew about Thrawn, and I never really thought about the fact that even though we've seen Thrawn basically every other episode this season so far, he has always been interacting with Imperials, so Governor Price or Callus or whomever is in charge of the base that the rebels are completely destroying in a given episode. And I never stopped to think that the Ghost Crew had no idea who the hell he is. And, well, this is a hell of an introduction for him. Yeah, and I love the juxtaposition of him versus Governor Slavin, I think? Something like that. You know, the person in charge of Ryloth on the Imperial side. It shows, as soon as Thrawn shows up, that he gets better at anticipating their moves, and, like, plans start working, and the odds start shifting in the Empire's favor. Like, they start actually learning the terrain, and I think it just shows how much Thrawn takes into consideration the culture and the actual planet whenever he's devising his plans. Because Cham Syndulla talks about the fact that they started, like, actually scouting the different ravines, and so they can't, like, lose the Empire in the maze anymore because they kind of know the path now, and that the Empire is, like, getting better at anticipating their movements. And obviously that's not Slavin, that's 100% just because Thrawn showed up and just like, guess I'm doing your job now. And obviously he's researched Twilight culture because he knows what the Kalikori is and its meaning, and so he knows that this must be Hera because who else would try to steal it besides a family member. Though my main takeaway from Thrawn in this episode is that he is a scary motherfucker. We haven't seen him interact with any rebels. He's been basically just interacting with members of his own crew. So this was the first time he, you know, interacted with an enemy, and I don't know why or what about him is so intimidating. I think it's the fact that he has such a powerful voice, but it never kind of goes above, like, a whisper. And he always seems to be in control of the situation. He kind of reminds me of a lot of, like, Alan Rickman characters, like Severus Snape, or if you watch Die Hard, Hans Gruber. Like, it's a character that is in charge of the situation, is very calm, can be friendly or charming if you're going for, like, the Hans Gruber route, but always feels in control of the situation, and, like Severus Snape, has that kind of, like, very eloquent, punctuated, very soft voice. And there's something much more intimidating than someone who's running about shouting, and I feel like the memorable Star Wars villains do that a lot. They're always at their most intimidating when they're not outwardly angry or screaming. Like, Vader's the most intimidating when he's just, like, rocking up and you hear that heavy breathing and he doesn't say anything, he's just a presence. Similar to, like, Maul. Maul is the freakiest when he's basically silent in the first movie, but you know he's dangerous, and then later on when he shows up, he gets the most intimidating when he is eloquent and, planning 7 steps ahead and takes over Mandalore. But yeah, I think a lot about what makes this character interesting to me is in the performance. Lars Mikkelsen, I think is his name. I think he is the key to this character so far. But I do like his interest in art. I think that is a cool, like, character trait that makes him seem more, for a lack of a better term, because he's not human, but it makes him seem more human. Like, he is not a one-dimensional villain. He's a villain, but there's more to him. He is not disrespectful. He is well-spoken. He has an interest in the arts. He's not just some, like, mustache-twirling evil villain. And I want to delve more into his character. I kind of want to see what his spaceship looks like. If he's just, like, holed up on a Star Destroyer, does he have, like, just a wing that is just a bunch of art that he's collected from different planets that he's gone to and taken over for the Empire? Like, does he just have a museum up there? Though, to be honest, I feel like a spaceship would be, like, the last place I would want to put my museum because, like, spaceships, have a tendency to be, shot at and destroyed. Thrawn is just an intriguing character because I want to know how he I just want to know how he ended up in the Empire. Like, I know he looks pretty human, except the fact that he's blue and has red eyes. But the Empire's, like, notoriously xenophobic towards aliens, so, like, how did he, one, join the Empire in the first place, and then also work his way up to becoming a Grand Admiral? I mean, I can kind of guess that he became a Grand Admiral just because he is so good at his job that the Emperor was just like, I don't really like aliens, but, like, I'll make an exception for you because you're cool. Like, we have a shortage of actual competent people. I'll put the anti-alien thing aside for a little bit and, you got the job. And I wonder if Thrawn actually is, like, loyal to the Empire, or if he's just doing this of, like, Twi'leks are being enslaved, Wookiees are being enslaved at this point. The Empire is bad for non-humans, but if I'm a part of the Empire, well, at least it's not me. He seemed to get really aggressive with Slavin whenever he started insulting the Twi'lek culture. And I wonder if that's just, like, he doesn't like the Empires, but he's just doing this because out of necessity, or he doesn't like Slavin, or he doesn't like the idea of someone insulting someone's culture just because it is not what they're used to, and so they don't understand, and so since they deem it to be worthless, it must be worthless to everyone. Because he got, like, real aggressive with Slavin. I really hope that's that character's name. I've been calling him Slavin this entire time. But yeah, he, like, legitimately just growled at him. And he never got, like, angry at Hera during the whole time where she was basically just insulting him to his face. But as soon as Slavin insulted the culture, he was just like, well, now you die. And had to, like, pull himself back. And I wonder how much crap Thrawn has gotten throughout his years of working in the Empire. Because he wasn't always a Grand Admiral. So I wonder how he was treated in those early years by Imperials that he was working with, who might have not treated him the best because he is a Chiss. Like, I don't know, just a thought. I think the only last point I have is that, man, gotta love that cheesy found family trope. I live for a found family trope, but man, that last scene was just a little on the nose. But yeah, it's nice to see that Hera has, a decent relationship with her father again, but still, even though she has this, like, biological family still around, she still relies on her, found family, which is sweet. And you see a couple moments in this that really, like, accentuate the Ghost Crew as a family. Like, the fact that, yeah, they're all willing to help, but even in the beginning, whenever that one stupid Imperial scout decides, yeah, I'm gonna jump on the ship that has several rebels and 2 giant piranha horses. This should go well. But Zeb takes the time to ask Ezra if he has a specific helmet yet, and if he wants it, because he knows he collects them. And that's a cute moment for me, because it's subtle, and it shows that, like, Zeb does care, and he knows that Ezra likes to collect these things. So, hey, he's gonna ask Ezra if he wants it, and it's cute. But yeah, love a found family trope. So that's my reaction to Season 3, Episode 5 of Star Wars Rebels, Hera's Heroes. If you like this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and keeps me motivated to keep making more of these. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.